Howdy do, everybody. Howdy do on this Friday morning. If my voice sounds a little gravelly and deeper than it should be, I'm getting over allergies that I've never had before. I had an allergic reaction to some sunblock that I put on my face that I bought from the manufacturer, and lo and behold, my eyes and nose did not enjoy it, and so it retaliated and lost my voice for a while, and it's coming back, and so, yeah. And then we had alpaca week, so I've been away for a while. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. So if you're new here, my name is Catherine, and this is EleWebDev, which is short for Elementor website development. This channel is dedicated to beginners and intermediates of the Elementor page builder for WordPress. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so if you are new, let's see. Let's see. I'm probably going to screw this up because I sat down and did not prepare a whole lot. All right, so I'm just going to put this over here. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. You just don't you worry because I'm coming right here. All right, so I'm going to hit this button and I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, yeah. So just to let you know, LocalWP is a piece of software that I use to demonstrate on my computer WordPress and Elementor. So if you're interested in a piece of software that will replicate an environment such as a server so that you can install WordPress, learn WordPress, install. Now, if you hear weird noises, those are my dogs. I have a live studio audience of 2 dogs in the room. And so if you want to create an environment on your computer, tinker with WordPress, learn WordPress, and then install the free version of Elementor, play along, and you're like, wow, I can really build my own website with my own 2 hands. You know, and if you graduate to the point where you're comfortable enough to buy the pro version of Elementor, then great for you. So that's what this channel is all about, learning Elementor and WordPress and everything else that gives you tips and tricks to use the Elementor page builder for WordPress. So that's why this channel is called EleWebDev. Yeah. So if you're new here, I have been infrequent lately. Life happens. You have to deal with it. You know, alpaca farm, 5 minutes walk away from my house. I volunteer there, and they had shearing week last week. So I spent the week helping to shear. I had these allergic reactions at the same time, and being around dust and shaving hair flying into the air, I did wear a cloth mask type thing, nothing that's real, you know, blocking a whole lot of stuff. So that's probably why I'm a little more irritated as well, because of all that irritation of the hair and dust from the alpacas. So I'm just waiting for somebody to show up. That's okay. We'll keep rolling on. So I have some things that here's just let's just get to the point here. I released a video, was it yesterday or the day before? What is today? Today is Friday. I think it was Wednesday. No, I recorded Wednesday. Did I record? I don't know what day it is. Any rate, I am not happy with that production. The acting skills were not a problem. It's, you know, 90% of the time, I never script anything. I just go by the seat of my pants. And let me just show you what I was working on. Let me hit this. Well, no, hold on just a second. So the reason why that video production was less standard that I am happy with is because I was using, is it not? It's not open. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me just find it for you. There is this thing, and you may have heard it. Oh, because you can't spell right. There it is. This piece of software, and I'm just going to demonstrate for you this piece of software. So there are various and sundry different ways that you can edit video. I record my videos and then I edit them. Now I used to edit them in, hold on just a second, ScreenFlow. Now I'm a Mac girl, and I used ScreenFlow, and I got my flow of recording and editing and putting in stuff. I was very happy with it. And then lo and behold, here comes this thing called Descript. And so let me just share my screen. So here's Descript. It is a cloud-based piece of software that allows you to edit videos via the transcribed script. I know this looks like a hot nothing, but let me just open my project here so that you can see a new version of Descript is ready. Good. Okay. So here's the video that I edited. So the software that I'm using to produce this lovely channel to you is with a software called Ecamm. And Ecamm allows you to go live like I am right now, and also allows you to record locally so that you can record and make, things fly in, titles come in. I have a Stream Deck button device, extra large, because you just need all those buttons. And so I hit buttons when I want things to fly in. So what I did with this latest video, which is the theme builder, I used Descript. So I would use Ecamm to record it, and then I would send it to, send, ain't no sending. You basically drag and drop. Hold on just a second. My studio audience is getting a little raucousy. Hey, excuse me, please lie down. Okay, she was going over to the paper pile, the recycled paper pile. She was going to eat something. I could hear it. All right, so the script is great because you see on the screen text, and then you see down here the waveform of the audio. Here, let me get my handy dandy. Let me go back up out of here and go here and hit this button. There we go. See my little circle? So we have the audio waveform down here. That's great. And you also see the words that go with each word that I say. And then we've got the video over here. So if you say a lot of ums and ahs and you screw up a sentence, it's like editing a text file, man. And girls and boys, it's just like, oh, wow. If I wanted to delete the word, so here we are in the dashboard, so let's get started. I say so a lot. You can delete that word. It takes that audio waveform, cuts it out, and it will be, here we are in the dashboard. Okay. So this is what I love about it. You can, to the word, edit out. You don't have to sit there and look at the waveform. Here, I can make the waveform bigger. You don't have to sit here and guess which bump in the waveform is your word. You can cut out all your ums. In fact, let me see. Let me click up here. You see, it knows right here, the word so is a word I say a lot. You know. So if you have only 5 pages, see, you can delete the you know, the word no out of it. I mean, that's the dreamy part. The part that I don't like, which, it is what it is. We've got our files here. I've got movie files. I've got these parts that have the little, let me play it, the little slides. I made those in After Effects and then uploaded them. Y'all, the upload is not fun, because not only does it upload the video, but you can disregard the transcribe, meaning it transcribes and puts all the words on the screen. So these parts right here don't have any audio on them, so you can skip the transcribe. But y'all, the upload and the download, see, I'm used to having the file on my computer ready to go, drop it into ScreenFlow, but then I don't have the pixel perfect grab the word audio wave file you don't want part out. So I'm I'm not happy with the video that I just released about the theme builder because I was paying so much attention to the editing process that I wasn't paying attention to the recording process and what I was going through. And I would screw up and I had to re-record sections. It took me 2 days and I had to wear the same shirt 2 days in a row for continuity of the videos. So anyway, I'm not real happy with the video I just released. Please give me a thumbs up if you think it's okay. I really liked the script. I bought a year, to see if it will work in my workflow. But the download process, there was something I had to do, and just the upload and the download process is a pain, a real royal pain. And I hope there's a way that some point in the future, EleWebDev, that you will allow us to record locally. I mean, I know the safety and convenience of the cloud, so that if your computer crashes, your stuff's still in the cloud. I want stuff locally so I don't have to wait. That's just me. I am a productivity, lickety-split, get it done kind of gal. So there's that. Yep, there's that. So not happy. I'm just not happy with the theme builder video. And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. I will, if you're a Kristen Hampton follower on Facebook, let me tell you why. So that was the script. Where am I going? Y'all, it's a hot mess. Where are we going? I don't know. I really don't. Oh, I know where we're going. We're going to the browser. Yes, Google Chrome. Here we are. All right. So the next topic I'm going to talk about is the new released CSS grid for Elementor. So back in the day, let's go back 5, 6, 7 years ago, when CSS, the powers that be that created CSS, released, nobody's still here, but that's all right. I'm talking to myself. Y'all watch it on the replay. The CSS grid, someone's going to have to sit down. Someone's going to have to create a video, because my mindset and my channel is geared toward beginners and intermediates. I find no redeeming value of the CSS grid. Now, way back when, 26 years ago, when the internet was in diapers and I was teaching myself HTML and CSS, when CSS grid came along, not so much. I was struggling. I mean, it was almost like, how Elementor released Flexbox first and then released CSS grid. Well, you have to have one before you have CSS grid. But anyway, that's how they released it in the wild of CSS, was Flexbox first and then CSS grid. So when I was learning Flexbox, which I really didn't use Flexbox that much, I stopped hand coding websites and creating customized themes for WordPress, when Elementor came out. Friend showed me Elementor and I was just like, oh, you mean I don't have to code anymore? Hallelujah. Well, you do. You still have to add a little code here and there, but CSS overrides are no problem. But at any rate, back to the topic of hand of CSS grid. I see no redeeming value of CSS grid. Waiting for the shock and awe. What? You don't like CSS grid? I don't see. I mean, everything I can do in Flexbox. I know that you can designate certain quadrants of the screen to have grids, and you can resize and reshape those grids, but you can do that in Flexbox. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, that's just something to confuse, bewilder, and make beginners cry. Here's this wonderful feature. I don't understand it. 26 years of web development, and I don't understand CSS Grid. I chose not to learn CSS Grid. I dabbled in it, I played with it, and it didn't work for me. I mean, I didn't see any value in it. And it's very interesting that Elementor, nobody's still here. I'm just rambling. Yeah. So anyway, will I get to teaching something? Yes. Here, let me just click on this link up here in my show notes. Clicky, clicky. Okay, here we go. Yes, okay. So I found this, I asked myself, for my viewers, what's the benefit of CSS Grid? Why do I need to learn it? How is it going to help me build a website? So yeah, I asked myself that question in order to try to teach my audience. Is CSS Grid worth racking your brain over after you've bashed your head on this computer screen already with Flexbox? And I say, no. I mean, if you're a nerd and that just another way to put something on the screen delights you and makes your little child dance and sing, hey, go right ahead if that makes you happy. But yeah, I'm not there yet. I don't see any redeeming value for CSS Grid. I just don't. So for my viewers out there in the wild that are not here today, because you got to give them more than 24 hours before you schedule a stream because they don't know you're here. So at any rate, this is called gridbyexample.com. Let me just show this to you. Oh, you can't see it. There it is. Uh-oh. Hold on. Grid by example. I'm sorry. You can't see that because I've chopped the top of the screen. Well, hold on just a second. Boys and girls, is it locked? Hold on. Of course not. I never lock my scenes. Let me just make this bigger option. Drag. There we go. You can see that? Hold on. Let me just make sure you can see that. Let me click here. Yes, you can see that now. Okay. Gridbyexample.com. There we go. Gridbyexample.com. All right. So, here are some examples. Defining a grid line. Okay, so let me just go back to over here just for a second. I hope that Elementor will... Oh, Dave Den's here. Dave Den, hey there, buddy. Hello. Nice to see you. So if you just popped in, Dave Den, you probably heard me ramble about CSS Grid. And I would love to hear or see your two cents in the comments about, do you feel... Now, I'm saying for the beginners. I know you're a web developer, and I know I'm a web developer, and I know there are lots of web developers out there. But do you find any redeeming value, Dave Den, to the CSS Grid, now that I have an audience, to the CSS Grid for, here's the caveat, for beginners, because that's what I'm all about, beginners. I put you on the spot, Dave Den. Whenever you feel like answering that question, you just, for beginners, do you think CSS Grid in Elementor is going to be something for them to help them? Because I know they've just wrapped their brains around trying to understand Flexbox. And now they've got this new thing called CSS Grid. I say to the beginners, maybe wait 6 months and then tackle CSS Grid. I wouldn't say rush out and try to click and do and build something with it because it's not finalized yet. But yeah, so take you back to this screen. This is gridbyexample.com, gridbyexample.com. And so I just wanted to give people some examples of CSS Grid and how it can help you. Now, all of these lovely, great... See, this is the point I'm getting to. The point I'm getting to is in Elementor, as of right now, you do not have this defining the grid areas. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But I don't think they have, Dave Den, correct me if I'm wrong, they have not defined the grid area names yet in order for the beginner users to wrap their, beginner learning brains around how the CSS grid works. So what I have tinkered with in the CSS grid in Elementor does not give me the opportunity to actually name grid areas. So until they include the option to give beginners the ability to define grid area names, I don't find it an easy tool for beginners to use, or even developers to use, because, hey, 26 years, that's me right here, and I don't find a redeeming value of CSS grid. And Dave Dinn chimes in. So Dave Dinn gave us a little of his opinion. Well, I think it's easy to use for simple layouts like creating 2-column layouts with gap. And then there's my opinion, which is, yeah, you can do that with Flexbox. I mean, anything you say, this is what CSS Grid can do. And I'm going to say, yeah, and Flexbox can do that too. And I love those sciencey things. I love you, Dave Dinn. I'm not picking on you, buddy. I respect you, and I respect myself, and we both have our opinions. Let's see. Dave Dinn says, currently with Flexbox, you're told to set the gap to 0 for 50/50 layouts. So let us remove ourselves from the CSS grid. And you can have all, okay, so here's this. You can have the flow go top to bottom, and then next column, and then the next column, and then the next column. Can you do that in Flexbox? If you go in there and number everything. Yep, and then you got all these rows. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to get off the soapbox that is not my friend, which is CSS Grid. CSS Grid is not my friend. So let me reset my screen, and let's just bring up our play area, and I'm going to bring out the beta testing. And hold on, start the site. I'm starting up local WP. And there we go. And I'll switch the screen in 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, what plugin needs updating? Elementor Pro. Okay, so we'll just hit the update button, do it cowboy style, and just update it, because this is locally on my computer. If something breaks, that's okay. All right, so where was I going with this? Oh, I was going to show Dave Dinn this, and maybe Dave Dinn has already seen this, but I'm just going to show it to him anyway. Right-click, open in New tab, all of my pages, and I was playing with something. Let's just create a new page since I was playing with something. Oh, there we go. Okay, testing. If I could spell it. Testing. All right, so we'll hit publish and edit with Elementor. Okay, so if you didn't know Dave Dinn, there is this lovely thing that I figured out. So let's say that let's just manually build a container. I dragged and dropped a container on there, and it is boxed. All right, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to manually add a container in there, and I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, as we all know, if you're new to this channel, Elementor in Flexbox creates a column. We want to switch it to a row. Hold on, turn that off. So I need to go to the parent container that holds the 2 children containers and say row. Now they're 50/50. Okay. So I'm just going to play around here, and I'm going to put an icon box in each one. And I'm just going to duplicate this one and drop it in there. Okay. So when you manually drag and drop children containers into a parent container, okay, let's just go identify our parent container. Hold on just a second. Let me go Command-I to get our navigator. Command-I, Control-I on Windows. So I've got all these containers. Okay, that's the parent. So I'm just going to double click and parent right there. And then this is a child container and a child container. Let's go look at this first child container. Notice that it's boxed. You're going to run into problems with boxed. All children inside of a parent should be full width. Okay? If you manually drag and drop. Now, here's the alternative to that. So if I come in here and I choose Flexbox and I choose 50/50, it automatically, smartly, creates the children containers to be full width. They should be, children containers of a parent should be full width. Why? Because if they're not full width, you're going to get wild, janky problems. Weird stuff's going to happen on you. So, let's go back, especially when you manually drag and drop children containers into a parent, they are going to be, I'm going to click right here, they're going to be boxed. You do not want children containers to be boxed. You will have problems. So I'm going to change both children to be full width. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Okay, so now that these children are full width and they are 100%, they shouldn't be 100%, but we're going to fix that. We want the children to be 50%. That one is 50, and this one is 50. Notice how they just move and grow and squash and stretch. Okay, so let me go back to the parent container. Yes. Nicholas Zine? He's one of the powers that be at Elementor, I do believe. He's a contributor. I think he's at Elementor. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dave Den. Yeah, the issue of children containers being boxed. Okay, so if I go to the parent and I look and there's, let's hit 0. Okay. See, it works now. I think they did a tweak. I think the powers that be at Elementor did a tweak because, and I don't know the condition of why. Now it takes in effect the 20 pixel gap. It calculates it better now. Because if this was true, hold on, let me put 2.0. See how it squashes and stretches? Excuse me, my allergies. It squashes and stretches and it compensates for the 20 pixels now. Isn't that interesting? Previous versions of Elementor, it did not take in effect the 20 pixel gap. I'm just going to get freaky and I'm going to put 50 in there. And it seems to compensate for the 50 pixels now. Or the 20 pixel, or however big your gap is. Look at that. See how it just kind of squashes and stretches automatically with it? Did they fix that? That's because the flex wrap is set to no wrap. Thank you for that, Dave Den. Appreciate that. All right. So yeah, okay, thank you very much. All right. You know, there were times when I was like, did they fix that? Thank you for pointing that out to me, Dave Den. Gold star for you today. All right, so yeah, if I came in here and duplicated, yeah, because what we're doing is we're forcing those three things not to wrap. But yes, that is the case. So if if this was this way on desktop, let me just hit update, desktop, and then on tablet, I wanted 2 across. Yeah, I would have to force that to be wrap. Oh, not that one. Excuse me. I have to tell the parent to tell the children to wrap. You got to get to the parent and then wrap. And so, yes. So if I come back in here and, okay, so here's the case. I found you can do some magical stuff with, okay, so here we go. I'm going to edit the container, and I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to say percent. And instead of 50 or percent, I'm going to come over here and choose the pencil. And I'm going to say C-A-L-C, calc, 25%, 25% minus, now I always get this wrong, I can't remember whether it's 20 pixels or 10 pixels, which is half of the 20 on both sides. So we'll just play with this for right now. All right, so 25% minus 20 pixels. All right, that's the first one. So I'm going to right click on this one, copy, and I'm going to paste right here, paste style. That didn't work. What is this? I don't know. That's the icon box. Yeah, baby. We need to come here and paste the style. Okay, something's not working. 25%. Oh, I did it wrong. Boo-boo. Boo-boo, grow a brain. That is, yeah, I'm on medication. 50%. Because I'm thinking yeah, all right. We're okay. Copy and paste. I am okay. Paste style. So there. With the calc feature, you can calculate how wide you want it minus the gap that's there. And then I'm just going to paste style on this one too. So it at least fits and aligns to the one above it. So I found that calc feature with the pencil an option to, so when we go to mobile, it's always going to be stacked on top of each other. But at any rate, thank you for catching that no wrap feature. That's a wonderful thing. Because I was like, did they fix it? No, they didn't. But with the calc feature, you can say how wide you want it minus the 20 pixel gap. And it will fit lovely inside wherever it needs to fit. All right. So that is that. Okay, now I've got this other thing that I was going to share today. Which was, let me click it. What is this? Okay, so let's say that you want to use an Elementor icon for whatever reason. Maybe you're doing a blog post on an Elementor tutorial, and you want to use an icon from the eIcons. Elementor has its own icon set, and you want to search for one. Here's your option. There's this website. Let me just get the, oops, hey, got to get the pointer on the right screen. Where are you? There you are. Icons Dynamic Layers, icons.dynamiclayers.net, which finds the eIcons. So looky what we got. We got all these icons from Elementor that Elementor uses in its stuff. So if you want to use one of these icons, you can copy and paste and use them because, of course, Elementor loads its own icon set. Barcode. So there it is. Now, what it doesn't have, I don't know who made this site, but it does not have the most current up-to-date icons. I don't know what version this is, but if you're looking for something, you may find it in here. And so let me go find for you the Elementor eIcons. I know it's out there somewhere. Is that it? Yes. Okay. So on GitHub, that real nerdy place for people who save their code, here it is right here. Let me just, Elementor github.io, Elementor icons. Now, the question is, does this one have the most current version? Yes, it does, because look down here. eIcons AI. Yep, it has the most current version, nested carousel, mega menu. So if you want to play around with these icons, Elementor, github.io, elementor.github.io, Elementor icons. And if you need to show the code, well, there they are. It's got a little checkbox, and that's the code that you put in to use them. So let's have fun with this today. Let's say I'm going to make a blog post with the eIcon AI icon. Hey, try to say that 10 times fast. All right, so here we are. Copy. All right. And since I have purchased a subscription to the Elementor AI already for $38, $35.88. I'm so sorry. You're talking to me, Dave Den, and your comments did not scroll. Apologize. Oh, you've left me already. Okay, yes, I see. You jumping off now, have to head back to work. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for stopping by. So let's say this. I'm going to write some code here. And I'm going to have Elementor AI help me write it. Yes, I'm only 36 minutes into this show, and I'm running out. I'm grasping at straws to do something. Okay, so I'm going to drag and drop an HTML widget on the page just because I feel like it. And I'm going to hit the Code with AI. Here's an example of Code AI. All right. So you have to be smart because it's only as smart as you tell it what you want. And it can only make up so much information. Okay. Create an icon from this code. This create an icon from this code value and make it green from all right, let's just see how smart it is. La 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 la. To create an icon from the code value and make it green in HTML snippet, you can use the Unicode character. To display this as an icon, you can use the style attribute, set the font family. I don't think that is right. Do you? I don't think it's right either. Let's go back here, boys and girls, and let's... Okay, let's do this. Okay, so new prompt. From the eIcon boop. All right. Okay, take the word code value out. I'm going to put the word Elementor in there. Just trying to give it as much information to help it. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works. To create an icon for the Elementor and make it green, follow these steps. Go to the Elementor icon library. Select, copy the HTML snippet for that icon. Open an HTML document. Paste the HTML. Add the class, blah, 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 such as green icon. In your CSS file, color property. Here's an example, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. So can I copy? Yes, I can. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste this in here. Dude, why didn't you just do that for me? Oh, there it is. Green icon. Okay. So, see, why didn't it write it for us? I mean, it did. It did write it for us. Okay, so it put the class in there of green icon, which is wonderful. So I'm going to put green dash icon. See, people don't know how to do this. Color green. But it gave you the value, didn't it? Yes, it did. There it is. Okay. So it told you what to do. It just couldn't do both steps at the same time. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So there's an AI prompt. Let me hit update. And let me just go to content. Yeah. Advanced. CSS. You're going to have to add your own size. Font size. It's not a height and width thing. Oops, go back. And let's go 35 pixels. Yep. There we go. So that is interesting that it gave you prompts on how to do that. So here's, you see this over here where it has the blue and the pink? I was testing this the other day. And I had AI help me with that. I mean, I knew that it was an LI feature. So if you want to see that, let's go take a look at that. How AI helped me put the colorized borders underneath. So we're editing that. Okay, so if I go to click on the menu, edit the WordPress menu, and I go to advanced, and I scroll down here to the bottom to custom CSS. Oh, Lord mercy. Okay. So I had it help me write all this code because I knew that it was a child element. I had to add a border at the bottom that was white, and then I had to override on the particular children of the LI elements with a different color. And so there you go. But who would know that you wanted the third element to be a different color? So, what CSS knowledge I had, I helped it help me prompt to write the code in order to override and give me these two colors. So with that being said, let's edit the page. And let's move on because I started something the other day. All right, and testing, and I want to get rid of well, we'll just keep that there. Okay, we're good. We'll hit update. And if you're wondering why my UI looks the way it does, is because I want it that way. So I wrote CSS code to override it. You'll have to watch some previous streams on how to override the Elementor UI. I can't figure out how to get the words white when it's red, but I'll have to write that code later. All right, so what I want to do is I want to continue the conversation with template parts and making certain pages a different type header. Okay, so let me go Command E, which gives us the Finder in Elementor, and I'm going to type THE, which will give us the theme builder, and I'm going to hold down the Control key on Windows, the Command key on Mac, and open the theme builder in a new tab. And I'm going to colorize it so I know which tab is which color. There we go. And we're just going to get out of here. Boop, and go back to the exit and pages. That's the pages tab. I'm going to right click, new group, and make it blue. So I know where my template parts are, and that's good. Okay, so let's continue the conversation, if I can sit centered in the square, that we're going to change a header. I want a specific header for a specific page. So if I go to the theme builder, notice I already have a default header. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit that header. I'm just going to open it in a new tab. So here's the default header. It's white and it has these colors. All right, so I'm going to create another header just for this. Well, let's just start with WordPress. A blue header with WordPress. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the theme builder and I'm going to say add new header. All right, and that's great. I'm going to close this. I'm actually going to go to the default header and I'm going to copy this header because I want it to be on the other one, this one right here. So I'm going to right click and paste. So I have the exact same thing. All right. And then I'm going to come down here to the lower left corner and I'm going to rename this to WordPress header. WordPress header. Okay, there it is. All right, I'm not going to publish it yet because I'm not finished. All right, I'm going to add a new section. So it's going to be Flexbox and it makes no difference what it is. Okay, so now I'm going to right click, I'm going to edit the container and I'm going to go to style and I'm going to have a background color. And the color is going to be this color right here. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a page title. Okay. Page title. Page title. Oh. But we need to dynamically, okay, y'all had a brain fart. I was like, what am I looking at? I don't know. Include context, show home title. What is this? Page title. Okay, hold on. All right. Ho, ho, Merry Christmas. Preview settings. Thank you. Oh, you got to, hold on. Y'all, WordPress header. Okay, there it is. But that's not what I want. I want page. Not all pages. I want WordPress. Because I want to know what it's going to look like. There it is. So all it should say is WordPress when I hit apply. I always forget to hit apply. Okay, there's WordPress. Now, I want to style the page title, if it will let me. Yes, page title, style. I want to color it white. White, white, white. And then I want to change the typography. And I can guarantee you it's not going to be here. I know it starts with an S. S, S, S. S, 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 S. It's sign something. H. Y'all, I'm sorry about this. It's sign. S-I-G. Nope, it's not here. All right, we're just going to put Ubuntu in here. I know Ubuntu's in there. Ubuntu. There it is. Okay, WordPress. Why is my title? Well, let's just fix that, shall we? Edit the image and go to the left. But then there's padding on it, so I need to edit the container and take the padding off. Zeroed it out. There we go. Now it's even. Okay. But now it's not like all the others. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to save this page. We're going to hit publish. We're just going to save and close and not assign it to anything. I have to go back to the default header. I have to do the same thing I did over here because otherwise our titles are not going to look the same. So I need to edit the image. I need to push it over to the left. I then need to come in here and edit the container and go to advanced and take the padding off to make it sure that it's aligned. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the container and I'm going to go to advanced and top. Okay, we're just going to say 10 and 10. Oops, not all the way around. Not on the right and not on the left. Okay, there we go. So I put top and bottom 10. Okay, we're going to hit update on that. That's the default header. Here's my new one. So I'm going to right click, edit the container, go to advanced, and unlock. Is that locked or unlocked? I don't know. Well, let's just put 10 in the top and find out. Yes. Locked is white. Okay. Since I've changed my UI colors. All right, there we go. So now everything looks the same. Okay, now we're going to hit update. Where do we want to add this condition? We want to add this condition to a very specific page. So I'm going to add the condition, and I'm going to, do you want it on? No, I don't want it on the entire site. I want it, all single pages, singular page, pages all. I just want WordPress. Why is it going around our elbow to get to our backside? I don't know. All I want is page WordPress, but singular pages WordPress. Just include it on that one. All right, so save and close. All right. Yep. All right, so let me come in here and add some padding because that just looks a little constrictive. I'm going to add 15. Oh, Lord, not 150. 15, and let's go 20. Let's give it just a lot of breathing space. Bottom, oops, 20. Okay. Update. Okay. So also on this page, we are working with the template part, aren't we? Yes, we are. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. We need to put our, okay, this is the header. We have not created a single page template. Correct, correct, correct. Now, see, this is where I would venture to wonder, you could create a single page template for just WordPress. Or you could create a header. And, see, I'm just thinking, this is the header for the WordPress page. But you could create a single page template just for WordPress and make it show up just on the WordPress page that includes this header. Yes. So why create two pieces when you could just create one? So, did you follow me on that one? So, yeah. Don't create another header. Here we go. We're just going to hit update. And then we're going to go back to our Command D, THE, theme builder. See, I always click. Here's our theme builder. Okay. Did I save it? I thought I saved it. Close it. Here's the theme builder. Let's pull this back over here. WordPress header. Okay, there's the WordPress header. All right, so I'm going to actually delete this. Default WordPress, get rid of it, trash it. Why am I deleting this? Be like, I want to create a header. No. I want to create a single page template. That's what I want to create. And now I lost my theme builder again. No, I didn't. All parts. Single page template. That's what we want. Because the single page of WordPress is going to look different than all the other pages. That's great. We're going to just get rid of you. Okay. So I'm going to create the single page template and assign it to the single page WordPress. All right. So here we go. Flexbox. I'm going to do this. We're going to go back to edit the container. You know, why do two steps when you need only to do one? Okay, there's our accent, and then I'm going to grab again, it's the post title. What are we doing? Single page template, but yet single post title. The post title is here. And a lot of people get very confused with that. If you get confused and you don't want the post title in there, just come down here and grab the heading and change it to, there's a section here called Site Page Title. And then you come back into the settings for the page, go to preview, change testing to WordPress. That's the page I want, and I apply. So now it's going to say WordPress. Yes, and now I'm going to change the title Why am I going through all this again? Because I'm creating a page template that holds this blue banner at the top. All right, I'm going to change the style. The text color is going to be white. Because what I wanted to do is the following. I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do right-click, edit container, and I wanted the style to be, the background type to be a different color, actually a light blue. So I'm going to click this one, then I'm going to click this, and I'm going to make it light blue, like so. I'm going to add this color, which is light blue. I knew I was going to type that wrong, BLUE. And create. And I'm going to right-click and edit the container. Advanced. No, I'm not. I'm going to layout. I'm going to change full width. And then I'm going to go to the full width, edit the container, and I'm going to take that padding off. 0. And then I'm going to add another container on the inside. Boop. And that container I do want to be boxed. Wait a minute. Hold your horses. I can't tell. Container. Where is it? But the content I add, the content that I add to this page is going to be in a container. So I can force that container that has the content to be boxed. Yes. All right. So I'm going to take this container I just added. I'm going to remove it. All right. And I'll tell you why. Because here's the method to the madness. All right. So I'm just going to save this. And include all pages. No. On the page that is WordPress. If I can spell. There we go. I only want this template to show on the WordPress page. Correct. Save and close. All right. So now when I go to my pages and I go to WordPress, which has not been edited with Elementor yet, which it is now. And when I open it up, oh, see? Yeah. Everybody does this problem, and I'm glad I did it. The post content widget was not found in your template. You must include the post content widget in your template single page in order for Elementor to work on this page. And a lot of people just get brain freeze and they don't understand. Okay, so let's go in it, edit the template. Let's just go back. Okay, let's go to the single, this is the single page template. I forgot to put the most important thing, the post content. And you're like, it's not a post. Elementor doesn't care. And neither does WordPress. They just need content in there. And this is the content widget you need to put in there. Excuse me just a moment while I clear my throat. You need to put the post content in there. Now the post content is in there. It has no border because I took the border off. Now we're going to hit update. And now it's going to work. So I'll go back to the WordPress page. And I'll hit edit with Elementor. Now we won't have a problem. Why? Because it knows, it being Elementor, it being WordPress ultimately, knows where the content is going. And Elementor knows because it's ready to drag your content in there. That's what this is right here. This is like, hey, I know where the content is. Let's start something. All right, so I'm going to create a flex box here. All right, so it is boxed, but yet it is not boxed. I'm curious. Let's add some text in there. It is boxed. Okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do. This is where I may have done a boo-boo. The content is boxed, but the background is not. Because see, what I wanted to do was edit container. Boxed. All right, hold on. Style. I wanted the, let's just see if it works. I don't think it's going to work. White. Yeah, see, that's what I thought was going to happen. I want just the content of that page to be white because I want it to be blue. But since I made the page content, the single page content full width, see, this is where I get caught up in my own problem. I'm going to come back into here. I'm going to right click, edit container, go to the layout. I want this boxed. See, that's what I want. I want the blue to show. And where the gray is where the content's going to be. This is where I go, yeah, I'm doing something very specific here. Just follow me. All right, so we're going to update this. And then we're going to go back here. And we're going to hard refresh the page, which is Control-Shift-R on Windows, Command-Shift-R on Mac. Cancel. Let's just save the page. It's not going to do a hard refresh until I force it with the keyboard shortcut. Then it will have the blue on the outside and the white on the inside. That's what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. So that you know that you're on the WordPress page. And you're like, I don't understand what you just did. Let's go back. Well, here's the caveat. If you ever on this page want something to be full width, it will never be full width again. Why? Because in our single page template, we have forced this template to be, container, let's get the vocabulary right, to be boxed. To be boxed. I wanted the blue outline on the both sides of the page to be blue. And I wanted the content on the inside to be white. When I dragged and dropped, trying to get my vocabulary right, onto the page, which it works. That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. So now I can come in here and, let's see, which one? Yes, this container. Because on the page template container, I put 0, and I want 20 all the way around. That is what I wanted. So you can design your pages if you wanted to add the content to a white box, but you have to set it correctly. Now, I know in my tutorial all about the theme builder, about content that was going to be full width at some point in time. Yeah. That's if you want, this one's not going to be full width. This one I intentionally wanted the content to be white. And if you want this similar design, you're going to have to go back to your page template and make the parent container that holds the content to be boxed if you're wanting a design that looks similar to this. However, if you don't want a design like this, let me turn the white off, grab the thing and hit refresh. Okay. So if you wanted it full width, then if I come back in here to the container that holds the content, woo, lots of C words here, full width. Okay, which I'm on the wrong template. Hold on just a second. What just happened? That's the default header. Hold on. Oh yes, this is the single page template, blah, 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 blah. I made it full width. And now is it going to be full width? Hold on just a second. I am losing my mind as you are watching me right here. That is full width, 100%. Okay, update. Okay, and so I'm going to hit update. But yet, alas, it is not. Is it because the content of the page that, yeah, it's boxed, full width. Y'all, I've lost it. Okay, this is the WordPress page. All right, hold on just a second. We're just going to hit update. Y'all have lost my mind. I have ever loving lost my mind. Okay, so what are we doing? Edit container, full width. Where's the blue coming from? Now I've lost my mind. It's not here. It's on the actual page. Hello, Dolly. I have lost my mind. Background type. Is it on the container? Style? No. Boys and girls, I've lost my mind. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to do this. Hit update. I really have lost my mind. I don't understand what's going on. Okay. Delete. All right. Update. Where's the blue coming from? I don't know. All right, I'm going to hit a hard refresh on this page. Yeah, I understand that. Go to the template. Thank you. Okay, there's WordPress. There's no, okay. Single page. Okay, there's the single page, but I need to give it a new color because I don't know where I am. Y'all, I should have stopped this stream 5 minutes ago and stopped on a high point. Okay. All right. All right, let's start from the beginning. Yes, let's just start from the beginning. And since nobody's here, you know what? I'm just going to end the stream here because I think I have... No, girl, don't give up. Don't give up and don't get embarrassed. All right, let's just do this again. Let's just do this again. We're going to leave this page. All right, let's go to all pages. We're going to do this. It's awkward. I feel stupid right now because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open the WordPress page. And I understand that it has a problem. So let's just go edit the template, shall we? Okay, there's WordPress. There's the title. There's the banner. Edit the container. Let me go to the style, go to advanced, and I want on the top 20. But I don't want it on the left and right. Okay, and we're going to hit, no, we cannot hit update because we don't have the content yet. All right, so there's the content, edit the container, change it from box to full width. Very good. Take the padding off, edit container, go to advanced, padding to 0. Then we're going to add our post content. I know it's a page. Let's just go with it. And now we're going to hit update. Okay. It's interesting. Let me check the display conditions. Yes. Include only on the page that is WordPress. That is correct. Okay. So if we go to pages and we go to edit the WordPress page, which is in this tab. All right, we're just going to close. Go to pages, edit with Elementor. Okay, here it is. Do you see the problem? I have seen this bug. We have something that should not be all the way over here. All the way over here. Normally, isn't that little thing right here in the middle of the page? This is why I'm losing my mind. Okay, here's the problem. The problem is the container that we put on the page to hold the content is boxed. That's why this wackadoodle buggy thing is all the way over here to the left. How do we know? Let's go back to our single page template. Let's go here, edit the container, go to layout, and looky, it's full width. Why is that? I don't know. It should be full width. Yes. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to make it 100% and I'm just going to hit update. All right. I've had this bug before. Y'all, I've completely lost my mind. Okay, we've updated. Okay, I'm going to hit a hard refresh on this page. Okay, let's just do this. Flexbox this way. Hold on. Let me just change box to full width. doesn't work. Here's a bug. I've seen this bug before, and that's why I told you in the tutorial that I released that I'm not happy with. Okay, go back to the single page template. Delete this. Update. I know you're going to give me a problem. Update. I know you're going to give me a problem. Okay, close both pages. Y'all, I've lost my mind completely, but you're seeing it with me. Okay, go to the, yes, theme builder. Theme builder. Okay, yes. All right, single page. All right, we're going to edit this name. I'm going to get this right. I'm going to get this right because I know you beginners are just losing your mind. We're going to say WordPress single page template. Template. Okay, this is the WordPress single page template. Change. Okay. Let's edit. Okay, there it is. It has no content. So I'm going to, it's got the header, it's got the, Flexbox, this one, All right, right-click, edit the container, boxed to full width. Right-click, edit the container, go to advanced, put the padding to 0, and put the content in there. Boop. Y'all, looky. We've got some serious wackadoodle problems going on. I'm just going to hit update. We've got wacky problems. Hey, we're 11 minutes past the hour. We got nobody watching. I'm going to let this sucker roll because maybe Elementor will watch my channel and see what's going on. Wow, what is the problem? Okay, this is the WordPress single page template. Yes, pages. Yes, WordPress. Edit with Elementor. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this tab. I got to colorize them, y'all, because I will lose. I'm OCD, and I have to know where my tabs are and what group I'm looking at. Okay. And I have to make this one pink because my brain is frazzled right now because there's so many weird buggy things happening. Okay, that's the template. Here's the page. Why is that doing that? Weirdness. Full stop. Here we go. I'm going to close it down. And I'm going to go back to the, y'all, we're going to get it done. Whoo, take a breath, girl, take a breath. Single page word. Okay, we're going to delete it. Trash it. Move to trash. Go back here, get rid of it completely. Trash whatever this is. I've done it 5,000 times. Delete permanently, apply. Okay, now. All right, close that. All right. So, again, let's reset ourselves. All pages, open in a new tab. Right-click, new group. Make it blue. Okay, here are the pages. Now, Command-E, T-H-E, Theme Builder. Windows Control, Mac, Command-click. Okay, here's the Theme Builder. Right-click, new group. Make it pink. There we go. All right. Let's try this again. We want a single-page template. All right, yeah, that's fine. All right, we have our header. This is the single page template for WordPress. So let's go in here and change this to single page template, but put WordPress in the beginning. WordPress, single page template, publish. Get rid of that and save and close. Okay. Now we're going to create our little banner. Right-click, edit container. Yeah. I'm going to do it my way. This way. Page title, right there. That's fine. All right, now let's right click, edit container, style, color, blue, edit heading, style, color, white. Okay, and then we're going to go to advanced and we're going to put padding 20, but not on the left and right. 0, 0. Okay, we're good. Just not yet. Okay, so this is the single page template for the WordPress page. Okay, so if I go in here and I create another flex box container, I don't care which way you go. All right, watch me. I'm changing boxed to full width. Okay, I'm going to right click, I'm going to edit the container, I'm going to take the padding off. 0. I'm going to come to my widgets and I'm going to add the post content widget. Okay, we see that it does not have any padding. Again, it is full width. Go back to the layout, full width, 100%. Content widget is in there. We're going to hit update. Where do we want? All singular. We want pages, not all of them, just the WordPress page. There it is. And I'm going to say save and close. Now we're going to go to the WordPress page. And you're like, but it says testing. Fine, we'll fix that for you. And hit apply. Always hit the, I missed the apply. Now it says WordPress. Okay. All right. So, okay, I'm going to hit a hard refresh because see how it says Elementor single page number. I'm going to hit a hard refresh. Now it says WordPress single page. Don't know if that was a problem. All right. Okay, the content is in there. Yes. You saw me put the content widget in there. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Pages, and I'm going to go to WordPress. Edit with Elementor. Now it's acting right. Now it's acting right. Okay, so here's what all right. I don't know what this is. Hold on. Option I. Oh, help. I don't know what's going on. Command I, excuse me. Control I on Windows. Okay, so this is the container, and it's empty. Now here's what I don't know. Was that container dropped on the page, or is this the container in the template? Here's how we're going to figure that out. Here's the template, WordPress single page template. I'm going to come over here, right click, edit the container. I'm going to go to the Command I. I'm going to go to the, All right, so here's the container. WordPress content. I could be OCD, and yes, we are. Okay, WordPress content. I have just named the container that contains the WordPress content, all right? Now I'm going to hit update. Now, the question is this name going to come through to the page? We'll find out. Hard refresh. Is that container now going to be container? Okay. So, that container is there. It is full width. I don't want it to be full width. I want it to be boxed. Yes, that would be correct. So this container that automatically is injected into the template page, to the actual page, not the template page. This is the template, this is the page. It automatically puts a container in there waiting for you. Correct. Okay. So that's how you can, because this one's full width. You and I both know I'm looking at it full width right here. And it's full width. But once you get to the page, you can set the automatically added container to be boxed. Yes, you can. And if you decide to put content further down on the page that you want to be full width, well, you can do that. But yes. Yes, yes, yes. So you have the option, is what I'm trying to say, is you have the option. All right. So let's go back to the page template. And I'm just going to have fun and make this. Okay, let's say this. Let's say that we do want the background of this container on the template page to be light blue. Okay, we're going to hit update. If you go to, that was the template. This is the actual page. If I hit a hard refresh, well, let me hit update first. And hard refresh. Boo, I just told you to update. Did you not do it? Okay, there you go. Hard refresh. Okay. So, and now you're saying to me, but yeah, that's great, Catherine, but now everything is full width. And you can't, nothing is boxed. Like you can't put your, like if I wanted the white center again for the content to hold. All right, let me get rid of this. All right, no worries. And if you don't worry about nested elements, then don't worry. All you'll have to do is come in here, add another container. Okay, hold on. What's this one? This one is boxed. Okay, so that's boxed. But what you're going to have to do is right-click, edit the container, go to Advanced, Padding 0. Then this container is got the background color of white. Yes. And then there you go. And now you can add your content because you actually have, count them, 1, 2, 3 nested containers. How do we know? The template has one. It has to have one to contain the content widget. Then you've got the container that's on the page. And then you've got the container on the page that is set to being boxed, correct? And then you've got the container that is fit in that boxed width to hold the content. So if you did not want to have 3 levels of nesting, then that's when you come back here. But you have to have a compromise. If you come back in here and set your container on the template to be boxed, you have to surrender to, when you add your content, to never have anything full width. That's a compromise you have to make. But with this being full width, you now have the option to have things full width, but know that you're going to have to nest things in order to have that option on the page. I hope that makes sense, boys and girls. I'm just talking to myself. Actually, there is a stranger here. How you doing? You stumbled by. I was thinking and trying to figure out how single page templates, the content, making the content on the template full width, and then nesting it if you decided to want to make your content in a white border thingy that I created here. So yeah, so that's done. I'm going to hit update. So let me go to this single page template here. All right, so I'm going to create a new page template just for the Elementor page. So I have to go back to the theme builder, Command E, T-H-E, theme builder, Windows hold Control, Mac users hold Command and click on theme builder and it will open in a new tab. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to create another single page template. I'm going to add a new one. And this one's going to be the pink color for Elementor. Okay, and that's good. All right. So here's what I like to do. I don't like to recreate the wheel. So we're going to come back over here to the WordPress one. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to say copy. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose paste. And I'm going to right click and edit the container and I'm going to change the background color. So I know that all my dimensions are the same size. And I'm going to click here. And that's not the same pink color. All right, well, we're going to have to grab that one. And I don't have it open, so that is SLURP. I'm on a Mac. Color Slurp is a Mac app. There's my colors. Got them over here, so I'm going to copy that color. And I'm going to come back over here to the color chip, and I'm going to paste that hexadecimal value. Boop. And then I'm going to change this. Okay. Since this is dynamically bound and brought in, I'm going to change the preview settings because I've already created my, have I? Let's go to pages. Oops, nope, don't have it. Let's just see if it's in here. Let's choose Yes, Elementor has already been, the page has already been created. I'm going to apply and preview so that dynamically I'm bringing in the right title for this single page template. I need to rename it, which is right here. Elementor single page template. And that's good. And now I need to add my content. So I'm going to copy and paste the content that I have here. Right click, copy, and right click and paste. It is blue, and that's okay. I'll right click, and this was a test over here, so let me just put Elementor content. It doesn't matter, but there we go. And now I'm going to change this color to let me just paste that. Oh, nope, not that. That was the entire template. Oh, girl, what'd you just do? Will we be here for days? I think we'll be here for days. So I'm going to double click, triple click. There we go. I need that color again. Color slurp, slurp it up. All right, there we go. And paste. And now I'm going to put that pink color there and publish. Where do I want it? I want it not on all pages. I want it on the Elementor page. Yes. Save and close. So if I go to my pages, all pages, open in a new tab. And open the Elementor page and edit with Elementor. We should have pink, and there we are. So yes, yes. So if I go to plugins, oops, sorry, not plugins, but let's look at this page. Yep, I was just playing around with this, no styling, it's ugly. But if I go to the WordPress page, it's blue. If I go to the Elementor page, it has no content. It has no content, so that's why the pink area does not show up. So let's go back to the pages, all pages, open in a new tab. Right-click, new tab, make it blue. I'm constantly messing up my tabs. And if I go to Elementor, edit with Elementor, it will be blue as well. And I'll add some text in here. But I need to edit this container. It is boxed, but I have to add another container in here. Right click, edit container, make it white, color white, and then drag this in there. And then I have to take this, edit this container, advanced. I've got too much padding, embedded padding going on. There we go. Update. And here we are. Let's refresh. Now the Elementor page looks like the WordPress page. And yet, I have no content for the course page. There's the contact page, and there's the home page. So basically, in this live, I have showed you how to create page templates. There's a movement here. Oh well. You can have separate page templates that only show up on a particular individual page, like WordPress and Elementor, that are different from the course page, the home page, and the contact page. So that was my live ability to continue the conversation on single page templates that you had different things going on. I don't know about you, but I'm tired. I get frustrated and things don't work and you got to delete them and start again, and that's just the way it works. So y'all be good. I'm going to end here. My voice is getting tired. With allergies, it just makes it that much tiring. So yeah, if y'all will go look at the theme builder video that I released a couple days ago, give it a thumbs up if you like it. I was editing it and I was not particularly happy with the quality of it because I was more concerned about editing it in a different video editor, Descript, and I wasn't paying attention to the quality of what was going on, and so I was worried about editing it. And so yeah, y'all be good, and hopefully in a week, next Friday or whenever I have time, because these days life just happens and I have to deal with it first. So y'all be good, and I'll see y'all later. If I can hit the right button. There it is. Guess what? It didn't work. Why did it not work? Let's see. Yes, I'm still live, and I know that. Chat is chat. Chat is there. Where's my outro? I'll just have to manually hit it. Well, let me just see in the software. Is it assigned? Oh, of course it's not. Let me assign it. Sometimes their Stream Deck just goes crazy. What is it? There it is, right there. Okay, now when I hit the button, it'll work. Bye now.